Hello everyone, welcome back to the 18th episode of the 2026 Portfolio Challenge series. Earnings season just started, so I'm excited to get into a few of our stocks here. And in general though, it's finally been going pretty well. You can see that our main portfolio and the deep value portfolio are significantly beating the S&P 500, with the choice value being just in line with it, and the meme stock is still lagging behind. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. This is all done on a paper trading account and these are all simulated trades with no real capital at risk. So in today's itinerary, I just want to go over the portfolio's performances again, some watchlist news, which includes Celsius earnings, Micron earnings and projections, and Southwest, what's going on with them. So let's get started with the 2026 main portfolio. It is my gut feelings, value picks, and high IV picks. As you can see, I spent some of my cash. I did buy Southwest, LUV. And then there's also Micron, which grew from 22,000, 28% of my portfolio, 33,000. I did not buy more. It just started flying the past few weeks. And everything else is basically the same. Here's all my total earned to date. As you can see, Robinhood is still the biggest loser. Celsius is also pretty big down there, and I might actually add more into Celsius. We'll see. But I might just add some more. Micron and SanDisk. So SanDisk I exited last week, and it has still been flying, but Micron is going pretty well. Here's my deep value portfolio, which is just pure forward PE plays with guardrails. As you can tell, not much has changed from last week other than Micron growing, but I don't think I exited anything or entered anything else. And yeah, it's going pretty good. And here's my earnings for the deep value portfolio, my profits and losses. Yeah, SanDisk, I exited SanDisk in this one as well. Micron, I will probably need to exit it this week if it continues this way. But everything else, well, these three I did exit. But everything else I think I can just keep holding for now. Here's my choice value portfolio, which is my own value price target picks. And it's weighted by conviction and IV. So higher IV is better. I used a lot of my cash the past week. I bought ELF and I bought Southwest here, and Micron grew here as well. Everything else is basically the same. And here's my profits and losses for the choice value portfolio. Again, not too much new here. Micron grew significantly. SanDisk, I exited that already. And Southwest LUV is new and it's already getting profitable. And here's my meme stock portfolio, just profits and losses. There's not much to show in terms of the value and the holdings of the portfolio because it's just Robinhood leaps right now. But we're getting there. Okay, so let's talk about the Celsius earnings. So my price target before was around 45 and now it's at around 49 if I did the math correctly. Let me just open it really quick. Yeah, so you can see here's the price target that's 1 year out for me. And it is 48.5. And this is due to a fantastic quarter from them. Now, the CEO does seem to know what he's talking about. And I do think it hasn't recovered mostly because the market is just waiting for the war to end still. I know the market has been rushing higher, but that's mostly been pulled up due to the semiconductor stocks. And yeah, when we're looking at it right now, price target of 49 and its price is, let me just look it up really quick to be accurate. It's 32.29, which is around a 50% upside right now. So I might just add more. It looks like a solid stock to buy right now, and it might even qualify. Probably not actually. We can actually just look this up really quickly, but yeah, it's not qualifying for my deep value portfolio yet, but let's just say I think I can add some more. My main portfolio doesn't have it at all. My value portfolio It's only got, is that the market value? Yeah, $6,000 of market value. I could probably easily double that. Yeah, I'm getting more bullish on Celsius. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. Now, Southwest, what's happening here? So there was recent news the past week that Spirit Airlines just went bankrupt. So they just cashed everything out. No more flights, no more planes, no more company. And so the price of Southwest did increase from like 38 to 41, and I bought it at around 40. And my price target is 52. And that's not even considering that I think that Southwest is just going to eat up Spirit's customer base, right? Because Spirit basically dominated the Midwest in terms of cheap flights. And now that there is nothing, it's either Frontier, they don't really do anything in the area, and they can focus being more profitable in the South and the West, or Southwest, which has recently been starting their low-cost tier. And so I think Southwest is going to be the main one to eat up the market share, maybe American Airlines or something as well, but Southwest has the best rewards program, and they've just been basically starting to push their new low-cost flights that don't include the luggage. I think it does include a trolley, but that's about it. And again, when the war ends and oil prices will go back down, because I know the market's been going up. But yeah, you can see here the US, it's still at 94.6. It should be at like 75 to 59. So, once that drops, I fully expect everything to go back up. Not everything, but airline stocks and things that are oil dependent, such as Elf Beauty as well. And here's just the projections if you guys want to take a look. We're looking at 51.2, 52 this year, maybe. And I don't think this is accurate. It's just not much Wall Street estimates going around for this stock. It's a pretty niche stock right now. And this is the best I've got right now. And finally, new Micron projections. So Micron basically absolutely destroyed this past quarter. I'll just pull up the earnings right now compared to its estimates. Okay, here's the earnings, just so you guys can see. Wall Street estimates was 848 EPS, and it scored 12.2. And the revenue, this is the one that I care about more than EPS, because EPS you can fudge it pretty easily. Most companies also do it pretty consistently, and everybody knows that, which is why a lot of people like EBITDA. I like revenue and income. But you can see here the Wall Street estimate was almost 19K, and they just dropped it almost 24K. So we'll see, but I mean, they've been just destroying earnings the past few months, and I am super bullish on this right now. My new target is 1650 1 year out and 1150 this year. It's a 750 stock right now. Let me just pull up the projections as well here. Here's the new updated projections. This is 1 year out with the new Wall Street projections. And again, this looks kind of small to me, to be honest, with the rate it's been growing. So 1150, 750 right now. I am very bullish on this. I was going to sell it, and then I reran the projections. And yeah, it's a banger stock. And yeah, what do I have written down here? So I know that it's a huge momentum play. Let me just pull that up on TradingView right now as well. MU. Yeah, you can see here, since it dropped to 317, it's just been a straight shoot up. This is daily, by the way. And you can just see no rest at all here. So when will it end? I don't know, but I think it's still got some upside, so I'm not selling yet. It was downplayed as cyclical all year, which is why it was down at 300s. You can go look at this back. I was saying it's going to be an $800 stock, and I am finally getting my flowers with this one. Usually these things don't play out this fast, but it was just a hugely underrated stock, and the way they've just been blowing out projections all year. I mean, I think hold up, we can look this up right here. Micron, it's a $850 billion market cap, and it's got with a 58.12 billion revenue. And again, when we look here, I mean, for the next year, its revenue is expected to be, what's that, 161 million? 161 billion, that's around 1/5 of the market cap in a single year, which that's absurd to me, especially when people like looking at 20, 30 years. And it's been such a high growth stock that's been doing, 200% per quarter, basically, 50% per 200. I don't know. This just looks like a perfect stock to me right now. And yeah, they have deals for multiple years down the road. So even if it is a cycle, it's going to be a very long cycle, especially with all the AI right now. And Jeremy Lefebvre, he made a good point that analysts have to start raising targets soon. And when analysts give upgrades, it does generally push up the stock, which means it will bring in some more momentum. And the reason for this, by the way, he's not the only one to talk about this. He said it specifically for this stock, but I know that analyst price targets, if they're bullish on a stock, they're required to have their price target be above the current stock price, right? And because Micron is about to be $1 trillion company, a lot of these analysts and companies that run these analysts, they want to make deals with these stocks in order to be able to analyze them and, push them out to the public, basically. So they're probably going to be required to stay bullish on it, even if the analysts themselves don't think so. And once people start pushing their numbers higher, then it will also push a lot of the other analysts who are more doubtful to also keep pushing it higher. So I'm expecting a wave of higher price targets, and maybe that'll continue the momentum. And its forward PE is still under 12 right now, and so the deep value is still holding. I think that is everything right now. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good week this week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.